Hello and welcome back to the Honest Lab Horror Show, the show that we bring to you each and every Friday night. Why we do this on a Friday night? Because Friday night is horror night.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As you can see, after a brief technical error last week, we had to re-release the episode that came out before. But here we are, new episode, same place, same time on a Friday. This week we have directors and producers of a new movie that came out on the 10th of February, which would have been, 3 days ago at this stage on a Friday. That's called Bad Voodoo. This is Mr. Andrew Adler and Mr. Andre Hepburn. How are you, boys?
Doing great. How about you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to come on.
Likewise. Thanks for taking the time to be with us.
Shout out to Alex as well that hooked us up here.
Yeah.
He's a good lad. But as I said, boys, welcome to the show. I know you're saying you've seen some of the episodes. It's a little bit crazy of a show. Kind of goes everywhere, bar certain topics that I don't bring up because I know fuck all about them.
Right.
So, we'll give you the easy ones to start then. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started in the business?
Andrew, the floor is yours, my friend. You start first.
All right. So I've been acting and ever since I was a kid, like being in theater. I went to school for theater at Bridgewater State in Massachusetts, and really got into film from there. And it's been a while now that I've just been working kind of behind the scenes, actually, more than in front of the camera. And I've really enjoyed getting to produce, some short films, and then build our way up to doing, our feature here, and getting, my chops to direct it, and it's been a blast. I've always had to have a creative outlet. So, and Andre and I, while back, I don't even know how far back it is now. Like we started working together, and when was
2012?
2012?
Shelby's turn. Yeah.
Yeah. And we started just doing some short films together, and that really kind of just snowballed. And I think we both knew that we just wanted to make movies and tell stories. So that's always what I wanted to do, is tell stories.
Yeah, we didn't expect it to land in horror though, because action was where we started.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I suppose is it really that far from action when you think about it? Like, there's always action in horror movies.
True.
To an extent, unless you have the likes of The Babadook, which was a pile of crap, and had
Right.
I mean, yeah, there's definitely I don't think it's that far. There's you have the high stakes, you have the action, you have the need to usually get away from something or somebody. So
yeah.
there's definitely
or it's somebody chasing down something that's a secret, or I mean, I get it. It's probably not the furthest transition, but I suppose it's the easiest one to transition from action to horror, I'd say.
True.
Like, theoretically,
yeah.
you could put a guy in a mask and just have him butcher people. You know what I mean? Lots of people on it, and that works. Like, even when you take, say, Jason and it goes as far as Jason X, it became an action film. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't so much about suspense and horror.
Oh yeah, that one absolutely was definitely not.
Yeah. I mean,
not so much about the horror.
So like, it wouldn't be hard to, obviously, your film Bad Voodoo does something completely different. It's not like that, but I suppose it's not the most strange transfer from action to horror that I've heard. I've heard of someone going from rom-coms to horror.
Yes. Weapons. What was it? Director Weapons? Who was it?
Zach Kreger.
Yeah. Was it Zach Kreger? Somebody recently.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
But don't forget, he done Barbarian before that.
True. That's true. But Barbarian was a good film.
Now, I have a funny story I'll tell you about that. So, myself and my wife were sitting here. She watches horror with me, but doesn't really like it. And we were watching Barbarian, right? And obviously, it was billed. They kept everything dead quiet on what it was. So we were sitting here watching it. It was on Disney, and Bill Skarsgård and the girl are in the house, and she's like, "Hang on a bit." She's like, "I've already picked what's going to happen here." he's going to be the bad, or she's going to be the bad guy, and this, that, and the other, or whatever it was. Right, so she goes to bed and comes out about an hour later. You know, when they go downstairs and they find the tunnel.
Right.
So she walked in just as the creature came out, and she was like, "What the fuck are you watching?" And I'm like, "I'm still watching the same movie, but I didn't expect this to happen."
Wow. Talk about timing.
And then Justin Long appears, and I was like, "Oh God, he's not going to be okay here."
No, definitely. When Justin Long shows up, you know he's not gonna be okay at all.
It's funny. It's funny when people make that meme, but like you look at, he survived Drag Me to Hell.
He did. That's true. He did.
Yeah,
He did
but then there
survive
was Tusks. Or Tusk, is it?
There was
that.
Tusk. That's a
Yeah.
rough
Like,
one, though.
that's
That was a rough watch. Yeah.
There was Jeepers Creepers. He got his eyes taken out in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's Goosebumps where he was bold and all sorts happened.
that's crazy. You know what? Like, wait a minute. Maybe he's who you're talking about and taking going from rom-coms
No,
to because
I,
he
I wish I had Justin Long on the show.
you
I
know,
will get there one day.
because he like did comedies all the time and then
Dodgeball and everything, yeah. And
yeah,
accepted.
waiting.
Dodgeball's hilarious. Yeah.
I just didn't. I until this conversation right now, I didn't really realize like, oh yeah, he's been in quite a few horrors.
Yeah, loads. He's an unsung hero of horror films, really.
He is 100%. He definitely is.
But sure, it is what it is.
He's gettable for for a film
Right.
for an indie film.
He would be perfect. It doesn't matter what the role is. That man's just a hero.
I feel like
Yeah.
he's one of those actors you know his kind of like star power where he is in that realm where you could snatch him up for a lower budget indie film and you might get lucky with it with getting him.
Maybe.
That's
But
one
don't
thing we
forget,
can try to find out.
look at Terrifier. When they
Yes.
brought in Jenna Cannell,
Oh.
who was semi decent at the time. Now she's obviously a lot bigger now because of it. They brought Chris Jericho into Terrifier 2 to the main. Who else? There was another. Felissa Rose was the other one in Terrifier 2.
Yep.
Right.
There are actors out there that will do it because they love the genre.
True.
Oh, absolutely.
But it's just about how the bank balance pays out.
True. Exactly.
That's true.
The dollar sign. Yeah. Exactly.
And like, don't get me wrong, there's probably some that will do it for a relatively decent fee where they're not going to break the budget of the movie.
Right.
And then there's others that probably won't.
Yeah.
But sure, it is what it is.
There's some that it's like, oh, my whole entire budget is you.
Yeah.
Remember that happened with Black Mass with Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp just ate up the whole budget. They really didn't have any money to really film the whole film because of it.
I never watched it. I had no interest in watching that one. I was like, it's the one role where I've seen Johnny Depp, and I'm like, no, not for me this time.
I love me some Johnny Depp. He's my boy, but that is one of those ones that just like I just missed the boat on, and I just never got around to it.
Right.
I mean,
and I meant to.
If it was on, I'd probably watch it, but I don't think I'm ever going to go and seek it out.
Right.
I feel you on that. I feel like I also would forget that like I'd be like, I should check that out. And then when it's time to look at all my options, I'm like, there was something I was thinking about earlier. But
well, when you said Black Mass there, I was thinking of a completely different movie. Devanny Pinn. I don't know if either of you know Devanny Pinn. She's an actress, director. She has a movie called Black Mass. If you have a chance to check it out, it's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll check it out. Yeah.
It's a true story serial killer movie.
Oh.
And I was lucky enough. I had the cast on a while ago when it was coming out, and I was saying, so like I don't know about you lads, but if you're watching a slasher movie or something, you're normally rooting for the bad guy. Like I normally root for the bad guy. Doesn't matter what the movie is.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm sitting watching this, and he like the first person gets killed. I was like, "Come on!" And then I'm sitting there going, "Oh no, this is a true story. I can't be liking those people."
Oh. Yeah, no, you're not supposed to.
Yeah,
Not in those ones.
So Yeah. Sure, look, it is what it is, boys, isn't it? It is what it is.
Through that.
So, Andre,
Absolutely.
how did you get started in the business?
Oh, well, I was reading, seriously, I was writing, screenwriting since I was in, I want to say the sixth grade. So writing has always been my passion. And my mom actually bought me my first, this is when before the internet. So there was this guy that was selling screenplays at the mall. And then Interview with Vampire, I loved that film. And I told my mom, hey, can I get this script? And she was like, it's $50. $50 back then was probably what, 100? So she still bought it for me.
So it's
And
a copy of the script, is it?
copy of the script, yeah.
Nice.
So I read that script and I used that as self teaching me the format of how to write screenplays from there. And screenwriting has always been my passion. And then did real estate for a bit, and then that whole market collapsed. Then after that whole financial bubble collapsing, I was like, you know what? I want to go back to what I really want to do, which is filmmaking. And then I linked up with Andrew. We did Shelby's Turn, which was uh, a concept trailer that we made, and we really liked the way it came out. Investor, it fell apart with Investor. Then we jumped in, started producing Killing Khan, which is actually on Prime Video, and that was our first foray into action. And after
Killing
doing
Khan.
several, yeah, after making several shorts, in 2020, we decided, hey, listen, we want to do a feature. And in the process, Bad Voodoo derived from us, one of the crew members working on the trap, the horror show we're working on, and he found a voodoo doll. And from that voodoo doll that he found
In an attic.
in an attic, out of all places, freaked everybody out. And then it made me remind me of all the stories my grandmother used to tell me about. Because my grandmother's from Haiti, so therefore she used to tell me all these stories about voodoo and all these ghost stories that used to freak me the hell out when I was younger. So I took all the things that make me scared, and that's how the concept of bad voodoo derived from, and that's how we got here.
Nice. So
Yeah,
it's all tied back to to childhood trauma.
exactly.
Isn't everything?
Right.
Somewhere along the
Look. I
way.
mean, remember what Batman said in was it the Dark Knight that he said it? Um, Michael Caine asked Bruce Wayne, asked Christian Bale, "Why bat, sir?" He said, "Like, well, so my enemies can feel my dread."
Yeah. It's a good
Yeah,
one though. That it's a great line. That.
yeah,
Yeah.
hmm
Um, I don't think you could have got a better delivery of it either.
true,
Because
Absolutely.
if you had Keaton deliver that in the wacky kind of way that film was done, it wouldn't have worked.
true, very true.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the same.
Keaton,
Yeah.
Keaton,
Wouldn't hit the same.
Keaton's still the best Batman.
Oh yeah, 100%, without a
Throw that
doubt.
out there. I
It
will,
was
I
so
will,
great when he returned.
I will
Like,
die on this hill.
like just when he came back in the Flash movie, I was just like, it's all about him. To me, it was
I
all
didn't
about
like it.
it was just having him back that was like everything for
Right,
that.
No, I didn't
right.
watch the Flash movie. I heard it was terrible.
Was okay.
I didn't watch the show, so I don't really know.
Right.
I was just happy Keaton was back and he did fantastic.
Yeah,
And
the only reason why I saw it was for Keaton. I
yeah,
could have cared less about everything else.
Someone,
there's
one of the lads knew I wasn't going to watch it, so he sent me a clip of all Keaton's parts in the movie.
Oh
that's
wow.
a good friend right there.
And I was like,
Right.
yeah, you take that good friend card, you hold on to that.
Exactly. Exactly.
But you said that movie was called Killing Han.
Killing Khan, killing and then Khan, Khan.
Let's see if it's on this one, on the other one. It does
That
not
was
seem
a
to be.
So
can't
yeah,
think
it's an
of one.
espionage type thriller, type action film.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not on. Unfortunately, it's not on my one.
Oh wow.
Oh, I wonder if it's one of those like
Could be on the
I know,
English one.
yeah, I know it's in the UK. I
Yeah,
know
see,
that.
everyone's different again.
Oh wow, I had no idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense because Bad Voodoo, the rights in the UK and the rights in over in Ireland is different.
Yeah. Ah, sure.
Yeah.
Look, it is what it is. I'll get there. I'll be in the UK soon enough, and my VPN or my location will change, so I'll watch it then.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Um, but we'll jump into a bit about Bad Video. I know it's at the time of recording this, it's out tomorrow, but it'll be this episode comes out on a Friday, so it'll be a couple of days old at that stage.
Mm.
So obviously I got the chance to watch it, and when Alex sent me an email there to ask that I want to do it, and then we lined up. I said to you in an email, it's not my kind of film.
Right.
I was not mad on possession films or voodoo, black magic kind of films. So like
Right.
The Exorcist and all don't do much for me.
Right.
But I said to you, like the camera work in this is phenomenal, but
Appreciate that.
the effects in this are just ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. So,
Which is funny that you say that, Greg, because possession, those voodoo, black magic, those kind of films are not something that I'm into. So, but it's one of those things as a writer, you kind of go with your mind and the story takes you with your imagination. So it was one of those things where like my imagination took me there. And Andrew will tell you, we did the screening for the film. My mom was real religious. She set up the food for everybody for their screening. She sat in the car. She's like, I'm not watching
Oh, you in trouble?
it. She's like, I'm not watching
I mean, hey, she's the one that told you the story with the goat. So,
No, my grandmother told me the
oh, that was
story
your
with the goat.
grandma? Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Is it?
There's that scene that you remember that scene that the guy Smooth was tied up. He's telling the story about the guy when he was in prison.
Yeah.
That story. That was actually I took the story my grandmother told me. That freaked me the hell out when I was younger. So what it was that in Haiti there was a guy that was running around breaking into houses and stealing stuff. And my grandmother, she was a little girl at the time, and she said the guy disappeared for like a while. Nobody heard from him, but they found out that he actually robbed the house of a uga, a voodoo priest, and he was never seen again. And then my grandmother told me that one day when she was playing in her backyard, she went to the front. She saw a goat. The goat turned, looked at her, spoke to her in the man's voice, and ran off. Yeah.
That's some bad,
So
that's some bad juju right there.
right? Yeah, when she told me that story, I had nightmares. Like I was like, why are you telling me this story? I'm like 9. Like, you
One of
Honestly,
those things that just makes me think, nope. Mm-mm.
right, exactly.
don't rob shit.
Exactly, exactly.
Um, no, that's terrifying.
Right.
Like that's, yeah, no,
Well,
man.
originally when I started writing the screenplay, which eventually we had Devin come in to fix, to make it to flesh it out a bit more. But I wrote the first draft. It was originally going to be that story of a guy breaking the house and he breaks into the Ugon's house and then he goes stroke. But then while I was writing that, I went to watch and I ended up watching the Collector. Whenever you've seen that.
I've attempted to watch it a couple of times and never got through it, but I've heard good things about it.
Yeah. So once I saw the Collector, I was like, this is gonna be too much like that film, and I do not want to be that guy. So I ripped up that draft and then I went pulled out an old script I had written a while ago about a Abigail was a writer at the time, and then that's how I derived that whole concept of putting them together from there.
It
Yeah,
probably would have been quite close to Drag Me to Hell as well, obviously with the goat, the lamia in that.
it's true. Very true.
Yeah.
They had the
What a,
Very
lamia
true.
talking. Remember, the man's face kind of goes towards like a goat and starts talking.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. I mean, that's also one of the things that when like, you're dealing with the budget that you have for the film and you're like, all right, how do we how do we make this work most efficiently for the budget that we have? And you have to adjust things sometimes in your screenplay to accordingly fit. So
Well, I
having
mean,
a
I,
having a
I, I,
goat.
I, I don't know what budget you had for this, but
Mhm.
like I wouldn't have said anything looked out of place in here though.
Awesome. Glad to
Thank
hear it,
you.
man. Thank you.
Yeah,
You know where
we're
when you see a budget, say someone has a 10 grand budget, they'll throw one big scene in
right,
Yep.
where sometimes it's not necessary.
right,
Where this one was quite held back, and I said that to you, like it wasn't gore thrown in for gore's point of view,
right,
which is good and something that I like in horror films. But don't get me wrong, watching all the ones with gratuitous nudity and violence is great, and they're great fun to
right,
watch. But if I'm watching a serious film where it gets to a point and something happens that has no particular point to the story, I'm kind of like, okay, I'm out
right.
now.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
out.
Yeah.
but we were very fortunate. Jordan Pacheco, who's a great not just set designer, but also did all the FX on set and all that. He even made the what did he use to make the feet? What was the thing called?
They were molds from like another movie or another person. Like
Yeah, but
he made,
he used 3D printing. That's what he used. A lot of stuff was from
yes.
3D printing,
Nice.
which was crazy. Like a lot of stuff, he really took his time, detail. Like he really showed up for us. We're
Like
very
we didn't
fortunate.
like that the hand the practical effects is kind of where we had to lean in, but we also wanted to lean in because we didn't want to deal with like trying to figure all that out in post and all that what that could
Obviously,
problematically
that
be.
was one that I actually mentioned in the email.
The
Uh,
hand.
yeah, so I don't want to jump too much into it, but there's a scene, and when people watch this and they've seen this show, you'll know what scene I'm talking about. You know when you as you go back to Terrifier and you have the hacksaw scene, and you go to Bone
Right.
Tomahawk and you
Mhm.
have that scene. This
Yeah.
movie has that scene,
Right.
and it's sick as fuck.
I love you saying that. Thank you. Appreciate it,
Uh,
man.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
we were happy that those things hit, you know?
and for me, like in horror, like obviously I'm a massive horror fan and I'll watch anything, but sometimes the injuries that could probably happen are
Mhm.
the worst ones. Obviously not the way this one happens.
Right.
But, like you could do that kind of damage to yourself, probably
True.
relatively handily.
Yeah.
Right.
In
Like you
or
can
like stepping
feel
on
it
nails and
viscerally.
stuff. Yeah.
Exactly.
But the one that gets me all the time is when someone separates their shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I've done that, I was like, oh, every time I do it, I'm just like, no.
Right.
What gets me is anything with like somebody's nails.
Oh, that's
Like,
bad. That's
oh,
bad.
it's one of those ones I'm like, oh, no, no, no. Or their eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, my missus is like that with eyes. Eyes don't really bother me.
Hmm.
Um, but no, yeah, the fingernails and stuff, that's bad.
Yeah. That is bad.
There's the Irish movie, there's Michael Collins and uh, The Wind That Shakes the Barley, which is about the Irish rebellion against the English.
Right.
But the English were known when they were torturing the soldiers that they pulled their fingernails off, and you see it in both of the films.
No.
Mm.
And it gets to that scene, and you're just like, oh,
Just, just
no,
like
thank you.
feel.
Chop
Yeah.
my fingers off. That's fine.
Right. Yeah. The nails is just like yeah.
You can
Mm.
just feel the pain.
Right.
Things that make you go, boo.
Yeah. It's like a lad
Exactly.
and you watch another lad get kicked in the balls. You're like, ooh, felt every
Like,
bit of that, bro.
yep. You're like, all right.
No,
Feel
Right.
you literally.
that's welcome to Ouch Town. Population you, bro.
Yep.
Just a quote dodgeball there. We mentioned it earlier.
Right.
Um, but as I said, the movie itself, like that whole kind of story is not my kind of thing.
Hmm.
Although I was very intrigued and I held my attention for most of it because I needed to see what happened.
Right.
And
Excellent.
it was definitely worth the payout at the end.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Awesome.
as I said, like if there was a second one, I'd watch it.
Right.
But yeah, as I said, Voodoo and Black Magic and things like that, like possession movies, they're not high on my list. I watch them and I do enjoy them for the most part.
Right.
And I'm like, here's what it is.
Exactly. I gotcha.
Uh,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
I did.
Well, that's one of the
the twist in this, I'm not going to give it away, but obviously you know what the twist is, or at least I hope you know what the twist is. That one I called kind of quickly.
Right.
It's I don't know what it was, but I know when you throw out that random punt guess, I was like, there you go.
Yeah.
And when it came out, I was like, oh, nice. It's always nice when you get them.
Yeah. True.
Sometimes you get it. Sometimes like when there's a twist and you get it, like sometimes you're like happy about like a little party for yourself in your head. You're like,
well,
no,
there's a line. There's a
want it.
line that I purposely threw in the dialogue. Yeah, I told Andrew about this later. When they're talking, the convicts are talking in the living room while Smooth is getting patched up, and then what's his name? Doc calls, says nice, the man with the plan, and that was a throwback to The Usual Suspects when Kaiser Sose is called the man with the plan. So
Nice.
it's kind of like indirectly letting kind of like, little nod to the
Movie
audience.
fans would have got it.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
But like as I said, it was enjoyable. I
Right.
think I gave it a 3 out of 5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we lost Andrew.
Yeah, he's got bad reception over there, so he'll be back.
Goddamn internet.
Right.
But yeah, like the movie itself, the effects were brilliant. As I said, I'll keep going back to that. And for an indie film to have effects that good, is a credit to it. Do you know what I mean? I really, really enjoyed the effects, and I'm big on practical effects.
Right. No, so are we, because our biggest concern was that we didn't want the film to be cheapened by like the bad CGI.
Oh yeah,
You know,
there's nothing worse. Like if the film starts with bad CGI, you know what you're getting, and you can accept it.
right.
But if it starts as serious as this one did, and then reverts to that, I'm just like, oh, I'm gone.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. We did our best to avoid that. We didn't want to. We really want to stick to practical effects with that. The only I think the only effect we did was like the what's it called, the ghost effect when they're in the attic with the girls. That's the only thing that we did as far as that goes. The vanishing thing. Yeah, our editor did that.
You didn't call the Ghostbusters in to do it, no?
No, no.
They were busy.
They didn't release the
Yeah,
traps, no? Okay.
no.
Well then, I'll knock it down to a 2 star then.
Ah,
Um, but no, yeah, it was enjoyable. The ending, I did say in the email as well. I love the ending, the payout, which was great.
Right.
The noises.
Well, the main thing is that, well, I remember if you ever seen the movie The Skeleton Key.
Yeah,
I love that one.
once I'd have to rewatch it. I'm pretty sure I was like 13 when that came out, and someone told me that Kate Hudson gets naked in it, so I watched it. Didn't really understand it.
That's a good reason to watch.
Didn't really understand it.
Right.
And I've never really gone back to watch it, but I've started to go back to watching some of those horror films that I watched when I was younger that I hated.
Right.
I went back and rewatched The Village last year or the year before for the first time since probably 2004 when it came out. I went to see it in the cinema. Fucking hated it.
Did you watching The Village a
Still hate
second
it?
time? Did you have a second opinion on it?
Oh, I did, yeah. I loved it the second time.
That's interesting.
Absolutely
That's very
loved it.
interesting.
I remembered what the payout was.
Right.
But like one of the lads that I used to work with, he was like, "No, man, you need to go back and watch this." Simple as. He says, "No, I watched it once and I hated it." I says, "A very rare I watch the second one."
I think what it was for The Village, the marketing did a disservice where everybody went to the movie expecting something else than what they got.
See, I was only, I'm going to say 13 when I seen it.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to see it. I was in London, and my uncle brought me to the cinema to see it.
Right.
And he was like, "What do you think of that when it came out?" And I was like, I didn't like it. It just didn't hit. Maybe I didn't understand some of it. Maybe I didn't understand what they were talking about.
Right.
Or maybe I just didn't understand how he was going about it. Like I loved Signs.
Right. Yes. Yeah, I did too.
I still love Signs. I watched Signs there recently. I tried to get my 10-year-old to watch it with me,
Yeah.
and he had no interest. Zero.
I don't know
The
if I can
science-
bring myself to watch The Happening again, though.
Oh no.
That was a
Oh, God, no.
No, no,
rough
hell no.
one.
No,
I
hell
know.
no.
But
I
I
know.
should go back and watch The Village
I'm not
too.
watching it again.
Mhm. No,
I
the
mean,
reason why.
that's one of those things, though, isn't it? Though, like you go back and you watch something, and you're in a different spot in your life, and things can not just your understanding more of things, from 13 to an adult, but like you go back, you watch, and things hit differently. Like when you have kids, things hit differently than when you didn't. You know?
No, I'm still not going back to watch that one. I
No,
No,
remember
definitely not happening. No, absolutely that.
no, that's
That
in
was
the
terrible.
basement. That's we just act like that didn't exist.
Could that be Mark Wahlberg's worst movie?
I mean,
It's a tough call.
He's
He's
done
got
a
a,
he's
he's
few.
got a couple.
he's not my fave. It's one of those where I just like I don't understand how he gets work sometimes.
So what? He's a marketable guy.
True.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
That's
And is he the best actor in the world? No, he's not.
no.
Because when he gets cast in certain roles, he's perfect.
Like The
Yeah,
Departed.
I
The
would agree.
Departed.
It depends on the role.
He was
Perfect.
perfect in The Departed.
Yeah, he was perfect for that. He was perfect for Contraband.
True. That's true. I
Um,
forgot about Contraband. That was a good one.
yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like those kind of roles. That other one he done for Netflix. There was two of them. Something Confidential.
Spencer,
Spencer Confidential. That
Confidential.
was
Oh
good.
yeah, Spence was good. I wasn't my favorite, but it was good. It was
You
good.
know what I mean? When he has those kind of quick talking roles, he's fine.
True.
But when you put him in, Four Brothers, he was brilliant in. Actually, that's probably his best film.
Oh, okay.
Which one?
Uh, Four Brothers.
Four Brothers.
Oh,
That was a good
did
one.
I
Yeah.
see that?
And
That had
Yeah,
Heath.
with
Was that with him and Heath Ledger?
no, that was
no,
with Tyrese.
Tyrese Gibson, and they're all
The
adopted. So there's, I think,
and the and the and
Andre
the
3000.
and the British actor, what's his name? Black guy. What's his name? He plays the
Andre.
villain.
Oh, yeah, I can't remember his name.
I can't remember. He also plays in Doctor Strange, the villain Doctor Strange as well.
Oh, I hate that movie.
Ah,
I hate that movie.
I know him.
Yeah.
Not literally, but
Right. So my fiance knows his name because she loves him.
I
Yeah.
can't remember what his name is. I'll Google it.
Hmm.
But
was
like,
he in
I think that's
Firefly
his
too?
best movie. Oh, Chadwell El Ejiofor.
Yes, there you go. Yep.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
butchered that to bits, but
Yeah, I do too.
like
That's why.
that's a really good fucking movie that he acted in, where he's not really the quick talker,
Right.
but I like Mark Wahlberg. I think like even his bad movies, I watch them for the crack. Like,
Right.
but, I actually, do you know
He's
what?
great. He's good in comedy, like Ted.
He was so good in Ted. I'm pretty sure
He
because
was. Yeah, it was good in Ted.
playing him.
And
I
that's just
I
like
don't know whether you've seen that one that he done a couple of years ago called Arthur. He played
was
the
he in
one.
Arthur? He was in Arthur.
Yeah, it's the one about the dog. He plays the free runner who
No,
does
I
that.
did not see that one.
Yeah,
I didn't see that
That
one.
looked
I saw the
so good. I
trailer
didn't
for it.
see that.
Me, myself, the wife, and the two kids were watching something one day, and the ad for it came on. And we're like, oh, we'll watch that when it comes out. And it came out like a week later. We sat there. It was fucking brilliant.
Oh, nice.
Like,
Yeah,
it's not
that looked really good. I just forgot about it.
so like my young fella has autism and ADHD, right? So when he's watching the movie, he'd be up and he'd be bouncing around and stuff. But like, I think he's pretty sure he watched pretty much all of that in one go.
Nice.
There's not many films that he sat and watched without kind of bouncing around.
Right.
Five Nights at Freddy's was one. He's been waiting. He's been agitating me to watch the second one so that he can watch it. And I'm just like, I can't bring myself to watch another one. I'm sorry, I can't.
Right.
But one that he was at
That one's
me.
coming out, isn't it?
The second one's out.
Oh, it's out already?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it'd be out on video and or DVD and everything now. But the one that got me was he kept for weeks and weeks. He was asking me to watch Jaws, and
Oh, wow.
I was like, okay. I was flat against it, and my missus was like, just watch it with him. And I was like, I'm not letting him watch Jaws at 8 years old. It's not happening.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'll let him watch some things, but I'm not letting him watch Jaws. right? So he plays that Roblox game, and he has a cinema in it, and on the wall in the cinema, the big Jaws poster
Yep.
in 8-bit, and I'm like, all right, okay. I says, so we booked a trip to the cinema, and I went into the two kids and I was like, I've got bad news. We're not seeing Bad Guys 2 now. The cinema just called it cancelled. We're going to see Jaws. And he pops up off the bed and he's like, yes. Right? So it wasn't actually. We went to see Bad Guys, but we get to the cinema, we get the popcorn, we're sitting outside while they're cleaning it. Didn't realise where we were sitting. Right behind where he was sitting was the big Jaws 50th anniversary poster.
Right.
And I said to my
That's
missus,
cool.
and my missus is like, okay, it's throwing you a sign that you have to watch it with him now. So I was like, right,
Yeah.
I'll let him watch it. So the following weekend, I put it on for me and him at like 8 o'clock. Didn't think what time it was. I forgot how long it was. And for 2 hours and 9 minutes, he sat on that sofa and did not move.
Oh wow.
Fucking glued to the screen.
Wow.
Wow.
And,
And that, my friend, is the power of good cinema.
yeah. And like, I mean, glued to the screen. Now, I video recorded him when Quint dies,
Mm.
right? Because he literally says to me about 20 or 30 seconds before, and Tony walks in and gets the life jackets for them.
Yeah.
After he gives the speech and the shark hits the boat and starts to go down, he walks in, he gives the two lads the life jackets.
Yep.
And so I started video recording him without him looking. And he's like, Dad, how many people have got killed in this movie? And I was like, 6. And he's like, oh, okay, Grant. And then Quint gets, he looks at me and he's like, why did you tell me he was going to die? And I was like, why would I tell you he's going to die? It's going to ruin the movie.
Right.
Yeah. But for 2 hours and 9 minutes, he sat there glued to the screen.
Nice.
That's wild.
Yeah. And I mean, for a thing, and I'm like, I started going through trying to figure out what I could watch with him. I tried to watch Eight-Legged Freaks with him,
Right.
and I got to the bit where the spiders come out in the tunnel, and he was like, "Nope, don't like this." I was like, "Okay, so we can't do that."
Right.
Now I said to my missus the other day, I said, "I'm gonna watch Dog Soldiers with him."
Mm.
I don't know whether either of you have seen that. Have you?
Ooh, Dog Soldiers.
Yeah,
No, I've not seen that.
Ooh,
greatest
I saw
werewolf.
that. I saw that a long time. That's one of those ones I saw before I probably should have seen it. I guess.
Greatest werewolf movie ever made.
Mm. Okay.
I need to
Put it down.
rewatch that. I don't remember too much. I just remember it was
2002. Neil Marshall.
Okay.
scary.
Yeah.
All right. I'm putting that down. I'm definitely gonna watch that.
I actually had Neil Marshall on the show a couple of years ago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, one of my favorite directors. He done that. He done The Descent.
I
The
love The
Descent
Descent.
was good.
I love The Descent. That's a good
I'm
movie.
not letting him watch that one though.
Oh no.
That's nightmare fuel for.
It was funny actually because when I told my mates that I was doing the interview with Neil, and one of them sent me the picture of the green screen with the creature behind you on. He's like, when your kids have been bugging you to watch a horror movie, so you let them watch this at 11,
Right.
and then you fucked up as a parent. So of course I had to show that to him. But like, yeah, Neil was sound. I had him on the show. It was around the time The Lair came out,
Okay.
and it was brilliant. So I've actually had 3 of my top 5 horror movie directors on the show.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Yeah, I'll never get the other one because he passed away. But
Mm.
Wes Craven would have been the other one.
Yeah, Wes Craven. Wes Craven. That's my guy. Yeah.
John
100%.
Carpenter would actually be the ideal one because he directed my favorite movies, which we'll get into later because I have a question to ask you.
Okay.
But yeah, Wes Craven done Nightmare on Elm Street, which is my favorite horror film of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've got 3 Freddy tattoos.
Oh, nice.
For real?
Yeah, I have a big portrait here.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
That's a
okay.
good
That's
one.
nice.
What's the other one? I've got a little glove here, and then I've got the Elm Street one.
No.
So,
What was your? Did you see the remake?
I did. I seen it on opening screening in the cinema, and I came out, and I was like, I don't know if I like that or not. So I says, I got home, I'll come back. I was there for the opening screening the next day, and I came out, and I've never watched it since.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
it's so bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
I
is.
think they chose a good actor, but like I like him, but no,
His
it
voice
just
was very good.
it
Yeah.
just missed like
Everything.
the point. Like it's just
Basically, they were happy enough to just go, fans will hate him if we use the word pedo in it.
Mm.
Where in
Yeah.
the other one, they just said he was a child murderer.
Right.
This one, they went, no, we're really going to go deep into this one. Like for 30 to 40 minutes, that remake isn't bad.
Right.
And then it just dissolves into mush.
Yeah. Just it goes off the rails.
Like Clancy Brown's in it. Fucking Rooney Mara, who's a brilliant actress.
oh yeah.
And then Kyle Gallner's in it. Do you know what I mean? Like there's loads in it. It just
Right.
didn't do it. And like I'll do my rewatch of the franchise every year, but I never go back to that 2010 one. It doesn't exist.
No, definitely not.
In terms of
It
remakes,
doesn't need to.
it's bad.
Yeah, it is. It
Well,
is.
actually, sorry. In terms of remakes, it's probably not the worst remake,
Mm-hmm.
but it's bad.
Yeah.
Like I will watch fucking The Dream Child over that 2010 one any day, and that is bad.
I don't know if I saw that one.
The Dream Child, it's the one where she gets pregnant, and because the baby's micro napping in her stomach, Freddy can kind of do stuff whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't see that one.
There's a scene where her boyfriend is driving to her on a motorbike, and Freddy's face comes out of the front of the motorbike, and it's like devil hands hold him, and it crashes into a car.
Yay!
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, the effects were very good in it, but yeah, it was what it was. But that remake,
Yeah.
it was bad. I mean, there you go, lads. Right, I'll bring you up a question. And as I said, this goes a bit random. What
Right.
would you say the best horror remake is?
Oh,
It's a new one. I haven't actually thrown this at people yet.
best horror remake. Oh,
That's
It's tough. Well, actually, it's
that
not.
is tough.
There is only one
the thing.
right answer.
The Thing comes to mind, and I mean like the one that we would think of as the original one.
The 82 one.
Yeah. That's a good one, and that one, I mean, that's a remake of like a really old one.
Yeah, it came from outer space in 1952, 54.
Yeah.
Good pick.
Yeah. I can't think of a remake that I in the genre that I really liked.
Interesting.
That's sad.
That is sad. It is sad because like when I think about originals, like when I think about like Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, the
Awful. Actually, no,
even even
the 2009 Friday wasn't bad.
mhm.
2009 Friday the 13th wasn't bad.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
Halloween was okay, but it lacked it took away the mystique, the whole point of like he's supposed to be you're not supposed to know about him.
Nope.
Like
Nope.
Yeah.
the shape.
That's Rob Zombie all over.
Yeah.
How do you make a Rob Zombie movie? You cast his wife who can't act as one of the main roles.
That was insane. I never understood
All
that.
right.
I don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, she was brilliant as Barbie Firefly or Baby Firefly,
Yeah.
and that was it. See
Yeah.
see that remake of the Monsters they done? It was absolutely abysmal.
That was terrible.
I didn't see that, but
It's probably one of the worst movies I've ever watched in my life.
that's a shame because he loves it so much.
And Sherry Moon goes on a date with Count Orlok at the start of it, and they go to a fucking disco, an electric disco.
Mm.
And I knew at that point, I was like, oh, this is bad. I was like, this is bad.
As far I can't even think of remake. Now you got me stumped. A remake that I like. That's a good question too. I can't even think of anyone right now that I really like.
Fair enough. Well, I'll give you the one correct answer, and you mentioned it. It's The Thing. The Thing is the greatest remake in any genre ever.
Well, there you
I
go.
win.
There you
Absolutely.
go.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Hmm.
And people will be like, it's just a reimagining of a different story. It's a remake of.
No, the thing is a beautiful film. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
absolutely.
100%.
I'm actually tempted. I want to get my 10-year-old to watch that with me, or 9-year-old to watch that with me.
Hmm.
That's just such a classic.
Yeah,
It is.
the whole thing from start to finish is perfect. The Fly will be another one.
The Fly, yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's
I,
not
I,
Yeah,
there's
I,
not
yeah,
many
yeah.
forgot, I
remakes.
completely forgot that was a remake.
There's not many remakes that are better than the original,
No, there's not.
but there are a few. Those two being one. The Hills Have Eyes was another one.
Hmm.
I was a big fan of the 2003 aria Hills Have Eyes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you notice those ones that were like so good, they were remade, but they were also like they were well timed in being remade in a
Yeah.
different like kind of era and a
They were
different
they were
sentiment.
thrown out.
So they had a whole different like you could actually make them something new and fresh.
Yeah, like The Hills Have Eyes, I think was a phenomenal remake, and
Hmm.
it's not often I'd say something was better than Craven's original.
Right.
That's one of them. Um, the 2003 Texas Chainsaw is better than the original one.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
one
I can agree with that.
with
Yeah, I
Sevilla.
can. Yeah, I can agree with that.
The
Yeah.
only thing I'd change is I'd take Andrew Berryovsky out.
Hmm.
Even though he's only 2 inches bigger than Gunnar Hansen was, he was just too fucking jacked.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like that Leatherface looked like he was in the gym 24/7. I know he works in a slaughterhouse, but still.
Yeah.
The 2004 Zack Snyder Dawn of the Dead better than the original one.
Oh yeah, I
Yes.
really
Yes.
enjoyed
Yes.
that one.
I did too.
Yeah,
And
that's
the
right.
James Gunn wrote the script for that one too.
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
When he could actually write a script.
I didn't realize he did that.
Yeah, the two of
Yeah.
them worked quite close on a couple of films. I'm pretty sure, didn't they?
Yeah. Hmm. Slither.
Sarah
Remember
Polley.
Slither?
Oh, Slither was so good.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael Rooker was so good in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah Polley, who was the lead in Dawn of the Dead, should have been a horror superstar.
100%.
But I don't know what the fuck happened. She went off the face of the earth.
Sometimes that happens.
And then you've
You're
got
like, this
Phil from
person's gonna
Modern Family in there as well. That's one of the funniest when you go back and watch those, and then Phil from Modern Family pops up, and you're like, "There you are."
Yeah.
I think it's always funny when you go back and you see a film you haven't seen in a while, and you see an actor that you started associating with something else years later, and you're like, "Oh, you were in this."
I rewatched a couple there recently. One today actually. I watched where she wanted to watch the Fast and the Furious franchise again, and in Too Fast, Too Furious, Mark Boone's in it, who's obviously in Sons of Anarchy. He plays Bobby Elvis in Sons of Anarchy. He's the
Oh,
cop.
really?
I even noticed that.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah.
cop who. Do you remember the scene with the rat in the bucket and the
Yes, I remember that scene. Yep, I remember that scene.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's Bobby. Yeah,
that's him. Oh, yeah, that is him. Oh,
he's,
okay.
he's
Yeah.
also in. He's also in 30 Days a Night.
Hmm.
I liked that. That was
That
I thought that
that's a
was a
good movie.
fun, unique vampire film.
That's my favorite vampire film.
Mm.
That's how
Like
vampires should be depicted.
Like that one, and just like the setting. The setting is its own character in of itself. I know it's based off of a graphic novel, but like it's still such a clever.
It was such a big change for Josh Hartnett as well, because obviously he was the rom com heartthrob kind of guy, and then he goes.
Yeah, he was.
But it was awesome. That was
Yeah.
awesome. But yeah, so I'll tell you what, lads. Before we finish up, because I don't want to keep you all afternoon, why don't you just throw me your top 5 horror films?
Top 5. Okay.
You go first.
Throw me on the
Give
bus.
me time to think.
No, you threw him under the bus when he was starting. Don't worry,
Yeah,
I got the
I
same thing.
know, I know, right? Yeah, that was payback. Um, top five, I would say Halloween. No particular order, right?
No particular order.
Okay. Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, um, Scream.
Oh, very safe zone.
As as surprising as that is, I mean Wes Craven's my guy, so as surprised that is. But I always go back to that first Scream. I always do.
I'll
That
be,
top
I'll
about
be, I'll be rewatching them next week before the new one comes out. So
yeah. So yeah, I got Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream. Um, this might be a shocker. What's it called? Wow, am I really effing up forgetting the name of this movie? It's a vampire flick. Um, Fright Night.
oh, Colin Farrell or Charlie Brewster?
No, no, not Colin Farrell. No, definitely not that one. The hell no.
That wasn't a bad remake, actually.
It wasn't, but it was missing that kind of mystique and suaveness
Yeah.
of that original. You
It's the
know,
same. It's the same way that new Salem's Lot hit. It didn't just have that
right?
feel to it. Do you know what I mean? They rushed a bit of it too much. They should have just done it in the two parts like they were supposed to.
Exactly,
But
100%.
what do you got? What do you got? What's number five?
Number five. This is tough too. Number five is tough. Yeah, I got so many scrim in my head right now. I got to go back to like one that I will watch all the time, no matter what I'm watching. I would say number five for me personally would be the audition,
Is that the Japanese one?
the Japanese one.
You know what? You're the second person that's brought that up. You're
You,
the second person that's brought that up.
the reason why because the story aspect of it, it just shocked me when I watched it, and I always go back to it when I think about like horror and I think about like traditional horror and the way that they just basically took the story of kind of like the same way you look at Bad Voodoo. Took a story of basically like, oh, he seems like he's a nice guy. He's just out here looking for a girlfriend. But come to find out, he's just like his bad intentions, and he basically gets what he deserves, pretty much.
You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, you know. So, but yeah, those are my top five.
That's not
When I think about it.
a lot of them have appeared before. Actually, I'm pretty sure all of them have appeared before. But the audition was one that was out there. You've kind of gone three fairly safe ones. Fright Night
Well,
is a lovable one that people will have.
right. But I always go. That's the thing. When I was growing up, my dad used to take us to the video store and rent movies. And like Fright Night was like when I saw Fright Night, my mom loved that.
The
My
blue
mom,
the blue cover behind the house with his face over it.
yeah, exactly. My mom loved that movie, so we ended up buying it. And I always to this day, once when Halloween comes around, these are movies I always go back to.
Right.
Those are movies I rewatch to where I just like it. It's that nostalgia, but I just love those movies.
There's always
Auditions is tough watch though, regardless, because of that one scene.
there's always a few. Like I used to hang around the video shop growing up.
Yeah.
There's always a few artwork boxes that I remember. And it
Hmm.
actually came up on a show a while ago where we were talking about artwork, and I says the one that I always remember was House. Remember the finger pushing the doorbell?
I was literally
Yes.
picturing that in my
Yeah.
brain when you said video store, and I pictured that exact movie.
Right.
That's too
We had,
funny.
we had a table at the first ever Dublin HorrorCon there
Hmm.
at the back end of last year, and some guy came in wearing a House T-shirt.
Oh
Right?
wow.
And he was walking around. I was like, "Come here now! I want that T-shirt."
Right.
But
Nice.
he was like, "I ordered it off the internet," and I was like, "Well, you didn't buy it in the shop. I can tell you that."
Hmm.
Real.
But yeah, House was one I always remembered. Fright Night was another one.
Hmm.
Those are good ones.
Anaconda was the other one with the eyes.
Mm.
So Andrew, what you got?
Well, you
I
got
know
man.
30. I know 30 Days a Night is in your top five because you always talk about that movie.
So that's on the list. I
See,
really,
I already
really
know.
enjoy that
I
take.
already know.
But
Yeah.
The Exorcist, the original.
Okay. Okay.
But before you go to the next one, then what do you make of this new reboot with ScarJo and
I like the cast though.
who else? Who was
I'm reserving judgment because I like the cast. I like who they've brought in to try to do it, but it's
Mike Flanagan?
yeah, it's just I mean he's got a good track record I think right now. So I think it's a good group of people they have on to make this
You know a
attempt.
movie that he made that I really like that people don't really talk about? Ouija 2.
I don't think I've seen Ouija 1.
Yeah, I no Ouija 1's
Wasn't the
horrendous.
first one crappy?
It was crappy. Then Flanagan came in and he wanted to do it. And they gave him like, okay, fuck it, you can do it. And then he did it. It just came it was just balls. It was so good.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I will think I didn't even realize he did one. Yeah, because I wasn't sold on Oculus when he done that.
Right.
I watched it because I was a wrestling fan and it was WWE Studios had done it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why
Yeah.
they done it,
Mm-hmm.
but they done it. And I was like, I just wasn't sold on it. Like I still to this day haven't finished Haunted on Hill House.
Oh wow.
I keep getting to the same episode and then I'm like, yeah, what's the next one? And just never do.
Right.
So
Oh man. So I'm thinking I know this might not it's kind of a two different genres, but it to me the at least this one really I think is more horror than sci-fi. Alien.
Alien 1
Um,
is definitely horror.
Alien 1.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That
Alien
one
one, definitely. Yeah.
that one I think fits. So Exorcist, Alien, 30 Days a Night.
So
The Shining is always good. That's
Shining awesome.
I mean that's
Mhm.
just like that just is royalty. And my fifth one, I don't know if I can call this horror. I'll lean to you guys to tell me if this counts or not. Because it's kind of more of an action one, but I really enjoy it. Underworld, the first one.
Okay.
I'd say you could lean into it. It's got two of the big Universal monsters in it. So
Yeah.
I would
Like
say
I'm a big vampire film person, so I really like vampire stories and supernatural. Out of the three of us, I'm the one that leans towards the like the creepy supernatural
Yeah.
stuff.
And
Like
of course
ghost
him
stuff.
being
Oh, and Conjuring.
him being a vampire fan, you could already grab. Guess what film we're doing next? What kind of film we're doing next?
a rom com.
Imagine.
Vampire film.
Yeah, we're jumping to the vampire genre right after this. Yeah,
Nice.
so we're excited about that.
You missed the trick with obviously Paul Ragsdale doing OnlyFans. Best way
Oh
ever.
yeah, I seen that OnlyFans. I seen that. Yeah,
Best way ever to do a name for a vampire film now.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, God damn it!
Beat you to the punch.
Right? That's perfect title for a film. To OnlyFans.
I still haven't had a chance to check it out yet, but I know a few of the cast that were in it, and they said it was awesome. So,
right, awesome.
Check that out.
But I'll tell you what now, this is the tough one, right? So this whole episode will be deleted if you don't get the right answer in this pick, right? So give me your top 5 John Carpenter films, but you have to hit one in this. So between you, you'll have 10 picks to get.
Wait, we have to hit one.
So one of the
this
movies that he's done. Basically, what I'm saying is you have a top 5, and if the movie that I'm thinking doesn't hit the list, you lose.
Oh wow. Halloween, of course.
Yeah, but that's not the answer you're looking for.
I know it's not the again, definitely not the answer.
tough.
The Thing, definitely not the answer.
No.
Okay,
Close to it though,
okay.
in terms of Carpenter films.
Vampires.
It's not vampires.
Okay. Did you like Vampires?
I did like vampires.
Okay.
No, a lot of people didn't. I enjoyed it for what it was.
Yeah. James Woods was really good in that.
I always say it though. I always mix it up with John Bon Jovi. Remember the vampire ones he done?
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, yeah.
And then people say vampires for John Carpenter. I'm like, yeah, John Bon Jovi. And I'm like, no, James Woods.
What's the name of the Ice Cube one that he did? What's it called?
Ghosts on Mars.
Oh,
Ghost on Mars.
it's not that
That's
one.
actually one of mine. I really like that one.
I must actually rewatch that. I haven't watched that since I was a lot younger, and I still probably didn't understand it then.
mm.
Last chance on this round.
Go-
Escape from New York.
No,
Said horror though.
no.
Well, he said John Carpenter
film.
film.
Oh, John Carpenter film. Okay. Oh, okay. So we
Just-
got
Just the majority of his films are horror.
right.
Big Trouble Little China.
Bang.
That was a great film. That's with
cool.
Kurt Russell.
That's the one.
That's my jam. Love that movie.
That's
I
my
think I've
favorite.
seen that movie.
That's my
I
favorite
think I've
film
seen that
of all
movie 50 gazillion times by now. Yeah,
That's my favorite film of all time.
yeah.
It's a
My
great film.
it
I
is
watched
like
that with my son a couple of weeks ago.
my dad. You know, God rest his soul, but he used to watch that movie at least once a year. He loved that movie.
It's so good.
It's so good. It's so good.
It just really stands the test of time.
I
It
watched
does.
I watched it with my young lad there a couple of weeks ago, and he was
Yeah.
like, "What is going on in this movie?" And I was like, "It's magic. He's got weapons. He's got guns. He's got magic. They can fly." And
Exactly.
he's like, "You tell me I watch terrible things." And I was like, "I will end you here." And then by the end of it, he was like, "This is awesome," especially when like the orangutan thing comes out,
Yeah.
and then at the end of the truck, when he comes out of the back of the truck, he's like, "Yes."
That's such a good movie.
And then I heard him, he was talking to his friends on voice chat on the PlayStation, and he killed one of them in Fortnite. One of them went to shoot him and he shot down. He's like, "It's all in the reflexes."
That's
And I was like, "You did it. You did it."
awesome. That's awesome.
So I think Andrew has frozen out because he tried to jump back in. Oh, he's
As I
back.
keep
He's
having
back.
technical difficulties.
The
I
internet.
don't know whether you heard that story, did you? With my young lad, he was playing on Fortnite, I think it was, and someone went to shoot him, and he shot them beforehand, and he was like, "It's all in the reflexes," and I was like, "He did it!" I was sitting in the sitting room, and I was like, "Never had a prouder dad moment ever."
Right. Awesome.
So, yeah, okay, lads, I will let you go.
All right, Greg. I know it's late over there. You got to get some rest.
It's about bedtime for me around this time
Right.
anyway, so it's not too bad. I appreciate you taking the time to
Thank you.
let me watch the movie and coming on the show.
I appreciate you
Thank you
taking
for
time to
having
watch
us.
it. Thank
And
you.
I wish you every success with it. And I'll keep in touch with you anyway, just to see, because I'm interested in this new vampire movie.
Almost
Oh,
definitely.
absolutely, man.
You know
Keep-
where it
definitely
is.
keep you posted.
You know where it is when you need a review done.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we do. We do for sure, man. Appreciate it.
You're more than welcome to come back on the show anytime if you want to. If you've seen a movie you want to break down, or you can hit me up. You know where I am.
Almost definitely.
Thank you.
But as I said, the movie obviously at the time is now out today, but this episode comes out the Friday. So, we wish you every success with it. And if you want to tell the listeners where they can see it or where it's dropping, because obviously in the States it's different for them. So where would it be streaming?
It's gonna be streaming on Apple TV, Amazon Prime, Fandango as well, and YouTube TV as well. So it'll be streaming on mostly the majority of the big platforms. It'll be streaming on.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
so we're excited. DVD because I'm a big physical media guy. So it's also available on DVD to also purchase as well. I already ordered my copy because it's not it's like growing up, always seeing all these movies and you're like thinking, dreaming like one day I wish it could be something that I put together, and just being able to have that physically in my hand is just like, yeah,
I
I
mean,
have no words.
seeing your name on the back of the box in that weird font, directed by.
Yep.
Exactly. Like it's one of those things like I wish my dad was here to see it. It's like one of those things, Yeah,
One of them proud moments.
right. Yeah.
But fair play to you lads. It was a hell of an effort and a hell of a job on the movie.
Thank you.
Anyone that's watching won't be disappointed if they watch it. And when I said earlier on, and I'll say it again, when it gets to that scene, you'll understand.
Exactly. Thank you.
But gentlemen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this the way I finish every single Friday night. In the words of the great George A. Romero, ladies and gentlemen, stay scared.
Stay scared.